Welcome into Rogue Football. I'm your host, Jordan Lugo. Today, we're getting into our Jared Verse NFL Draft Scouting Report. Jared Verse is an awesome NFL draft prospect, edge player out of Florida State for 2024. I really thought he should have come out in the 2023 draft class, but I respected his decision to go back hunt for a national title. He and his Florida State Seminoles probably deserve to be in the playoffs this year, right? But alas, it's not going to happen for Florida State, but still respect the decision to go back, try to improve, and try to hunt for a national title. This is a 23-year-old prospect transferred from Albany to Florida State prior to the 2022 season. His last 2 years for the Noles, he has been incredibly productive. 29.5 tackles for loss, 96 quarterback pressures, 18 sacks, 89 total tackles, 50 stops. A super productive edge for the Florida State Seminoles. Where does Jared Verse win on the football field? He has very good size. He's 6'4", 260 pounds, has length, has strong hands, a powerful filled out frame. He has core strength. He has balance that stands out in my opinion on tape. His combination though of explosiveness and power, his ability to weaponize those hands, is how he wins as a pass rusher. He explodes off the line of scrimmage and he gets those hands into your chest. He uses his hands as weapons, trying to swat, counter. This is a guy that folks are really underrating in my opinion, because I don't think he took a huge jump from 2022 to 2023, but he didn't need to. He was already a first-round draft prospect in my opinion. Now, just because he isn't super bendy, which he's not. This is not a guy that's going to be the most flexible edge for you, not a guy that is going to really bend at the top of the arc at a super high level. That does not mean he doesn't have a high ceiling. I think some people see players that don't have that bendiness to win around the edge consistently at the NFL level and say that they're not going to be a double-digit sack type prospect. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that Jared Verse's power and explosiveness and his length gives him a chance to be elite at the next level, along with the fact that he can continue to fill out his pass rush repertoire. Like, he has some hand counters, he has some hand moves right now that we will get into, right? Like the swim, the swipe, rip, bull rush, inside spin, obviously the long arm as well, the chop rip. Like, he has moves, but I think he can continue to refine his hand usage, continue to refine his pass rush skill set, and really become one of the better edges in the NFL. Again, thanks to his explosiveness and his power and his length. This is a guy that I think the sky is the limit for what he can be at the next level. And he is a 23-year-old prospect. He's a little bit older, but a guy that was playing at Albany for 2 years, immediately went to Florida State and became an impact player. The length and the strength are there for days. I think the technique to set the edge at a high level against the run is there. I don't think you're ever going to have to worry about taking Jared Verse off the football field. There's never going to be a situation where you're like, do we really want Jared Verse on the field? No, you're always going to want him on the field. He diagnoses and attacks at a high level. He has good football IQ. He knows what to do in specific situations. This is an edge prospect you're going to want to have on the field as much as possible. Now, he's not really a spot dropper in my opinion. So if you're a 3-4 exclusive team and you're going to ask him to drop into coverage, I don't think that's the best use of his talent. But most teams these days have hybrid fronts. So you're not really going to have to ask him to do that if he doesn't come into your system and do that at a high level. I think that this guy can win from any stance, whether you're talking about 2 hands in the dirt, hand in the dirt, 2-point stance, does not matter. I think he can win from any alignment from 4-eye out at a high level. And I think in true pass rush situations, 3rd and long, etc., you can put him anywhere on the defensive front and expect him to go create pressure, create penetration for you. This is a player that can work through you. He can win on the outside arc, in my opinion, although you don't see that super consistently. He does have the ability to do that. And as he grows as a player, I think he can continue to do that at a high level, but that won't be his calling card. His calling card is going to be using that speed to power to get through you, weaponize those hands. And I think this is a guy that can absolutely be an 8 to 12 sack guy consistently every single year, who also plays the run at an extremely high level, brings the energy every single play, big time power, big time explosiveness, big time length. I love his game. I think he's currently my edge 1, 13th prospect on my board. Now, again, if you're a exclusive 3-4 team that needs an edge that's going to spot drop, that's going to do a lot of different things, Jared Verse might not be your top prospect at edge. But if you're going to run a hybrid front or a 4-3 front and just want a guy that can absolutely stop the run and get after the quarterback, Jared Verse is your guy. He's going to win with power. He's going to win with speed. He's going to win with explosiveness and length. Really love his game. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all have a good one.